Hey guys, Norman here. The issue I was having with pulling off the transfer glitch on top of the Corvette was simply the toggle on PlayStation, it's the start button, between both the bases. Now it happens on the ground, the toggle works fine, but I've seen people pixelate like a piece of ground through their base and like use that as the surface. But even still, when I've attempted that, the toggle doesn't work. I'm sure there's something I'm missing. I have no doubt. But for me, this awkward terrain manipulator technique, I have actually found I can get my head around it and it works. But yes, it's painful and awkward. But if it's useful for anyone, I figured I'd share it. Now, I've been able to do the soft transfer glitch on the ground, but I've just not been able to ever like do it on my Corvette. Like, sure, when it's on the ground, I can usually go to the space station and put a hab around it, and that's pretty cool. But for a ship like this, for example, eventually I wanted to put it inside through those doors. But this is me just seeing if the theory works, right?
This is so stupid. I hope this works. I've never used the terrain manipulator to make anything. Oh, excellent. Flattener is really good. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, wow, my terrain manipulator technique works. Yeah, yeah.
since this was my first try just to test the theory, I've become a bit more savvy with it, like summoning my ship and putting a piece of furniture near where I want my thing to be, and then not summoning my ship, landing in a base so it's in a particular place all the time, similar to the settlement. Wish I could use the settlement, but you can't use your terrain manipulator there. So instead, I'll do the same thing but in a base, and so first of all, summoned warp to my base, and then my ship is there, and then I put like a table there that's connected to my base on the ground, right? And then I move my ship away, terrain manipulator up to the chair, warp back to the base in order to get my ship in that position, and then I can camera into the ship, and the terrain will be there just pixelating through the bottom of your Corvette, and it's not ideal, right? I wish I could do the actual soft transfer glitch that I see people do, because often I'd always have the thing I place down just a little bit too high, not quite level to the floor. And it doesn't help that your ship moves, right? It never quite parks on the ground on the base, right? That's why the whole settlement thing is such a good idea, because it is on the ground as well and just always in the same place. But yeah, this is the only way I've managed to do the soft transfer glitch not on the ground. Just bring the ground up. So here, I didn't like the unreliability of warping to bases and seeing where the Corvette lay. Sure, in that earlier attempt, perhaps doing it on my portal base wasn't the best idea. I probably should have chose somewhere else. But in my other attempts, I have done that. So here I decided I'd just make an area for doing this, like a one-time area, flatten enough ground to get my Corvette flat and not hovering in the air, and then just build a structure that led inside. By structure, I mean terrain manipulator abomination.
Hey guys, Norman here for reals, and I'll show you that I did actually manage to get my portal where I wanted it. I didn't get footage of the abomination I built with the terrain editor, but I did get it on here. And I did build a platform because again I couldn't get it flush with the floor. But yeah, there she is. Here's my bike, you know what? Let's do it.